Hello and welcome to another deck idea brought to you by Double Sleeve. Today we continue our BT21 deck ideas. We are up to baby. Let's build this deck into the best we possibly can as a community. Join us in the comment section below and let us know what you think about this deck idea. If there's anything you would add, anything you think that we've missed, and we'll try and build this into the best deck it possibly can be. If you are enjoying the content, please subscribe to the channel. We have plenty more content to come. Everything from gameplay to deck ideas and everything in between, some discussions there too. And also put a like on the video just so we know that you're enjoying the content. We really appreciate the support. Heading into the deck here, we have Baby on its leader front. So auto, when you place this card in your leader area, activate up to one universal truffleization planned from your deck. Auto, place one mono blue Vegeta with energy cost of 1 or one mono blue Brainwash card from your hand under your universal truffleization plan in your battle area. That's going to be a tongue twister. I'm just going to say field card from now on, I think. When this card attacks, draw 2 cards. Awaken when your life is 4 or less, or there are 4 or more cards under your field card. In your battle area, draw 1 card, switch up to 1 of your energy at active mode, and then add cards from your life to your hand until you have 6 left. And then on the backside, we have Overlord with once per turn auto. When this card attacks, choose 1. Look at 5 cards from the top of your deck. Place up to 1 blue Brainwash card and under your field card in your battle area, and then shuffle your deck. Or you can place up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards that doesn't include Son Goku GT from their drop underneath your field card in your battle area. Active main. For once per turn, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Choose up to 1 of your blue Brainwash cards. That gets plus 5,000 power for the turn. Having a look at the field card here, it does have barrier. So we've only got 1 copy in the deck. It should be fairly protected. Not completely, but pretty much sitting there for the game. Auto once per turn. If your leader is a blue baby with original energy power of 15,000 power or more, and it's your turn, when you play a blue baby with energy cost of 4 or more, play up to 1 battle card with energy cost of 3 or less, an original power of 10,000 power or less from under this card with its non-keyword skills negated for the turn. Active main, once per turn, plays up to 1 mono blue Vegeta card with energy cost of 1 or 1 mono blue Brainwash card from your hand under this, and then draw 1 card. So it only works with the auto if your leader is on its back. So on the front it's not going to work, but on the leader back side it's going to work. Let's get into the Brainwash cards here. So we've got 4 copies of Bulma. Has Servant. All these Brainwash cards have Servant. Auto, switch this card to rest mode when this card is played from your hand and draw 1 card. So you won't get the 11,000 power attack, but this is essentially your +1 in the deck, or cycle your deck. Auto limit 1. If your leader card is a blue baby Z leader and it's your turn, when this card is used in the combo, choose up to 1 of your blue baby cards and it gets plus 5,000 power for the battle. So really handy if you get that extra plus 5,000. Definitely worth the 4 of in the deck for the extra combo power. Looking at our trunks here is Servant, counter attack limit 1. Negate the attack and play this card in rest mode. Permanent, during your opponent's turn, if you have a blue baby in play, reduce the energy cost of this card in all areas by 2, so it becomes a 1 cost. Permanent, if this card is under a field card in your battle area, you can activate the card's counter skill as if it was in your hand by paying the same conditions. 3 cost here is Son Goten, Servant. Auto, when this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost greater or equal to their current energy and place it at the bottom of their deck. So a nice removal piece. Has the active main limit 1 for 1 blue energy. If you have 2 or more energy and there is a field card in your battle area, play this card from your hand. Now I've got a couple of the Floodgate Son Gohans in here too, which is a counter attack, negate the attack and play this card. Auto, when this card is played, your opponent can't attack for the turn unless they choose 1 card in their hand, place it at the bottom of their deck. Going into our baby cards here, we have Baby, a quiet beginning, which is a counter attack, negate the attack and play this card. Active main for 1 blue energy. If your opponent has 2 or more energy and you have a field card in your battle area, choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less that does not have a character name that includes Son Goku GT. Place this card under that card, negate that card's non-keyword skills, gain control of it, and that card gains Servant. So nice little piece that can actually steal one of your opponent's battle cards or have servant, get the plus 10k, so you'll be able to swing, put a bit of extra pressure on with that. I've picked 2. This is actually a card from set 11. So this is a counter attack. It does cost 2. Negate the attack and then switch up to one of your mono blue energies to active mode and then play this card. So it will be a 1 cost after you've played it. And then the reason I've put this in is because it also has Overlord. So if you have multiple servant cards out, you'll be able to, with your leader back and this card, you'll be able to have multiple going to the bottom of your deck every single turn. And you'll be able to cycle through and draw extra cards every turn, which is a nice little piece. Going into the Vegeta GT cards, we have a 3-3 split on both of these. When this card is played from your hand, look at up to 5 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 blue Saiyan or Earthling with energy cost of 4 or less to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. And then the auto is the same on both of these cards. If your leader card is a blue baby with original power of 15,000 power or more, when this card is placed from your hand under a field card in your battle area, you may place 1 blue Brainwash card from your hand under the field card in your battle area, and if you do, draw 1 card. The other Vegeta is the same, apart from instead of being a searcher, he's a draw 1 instead, with the same auto of being able to put it underneath your field card and put a Brainwash at the same time if your leader is over 15,000 power. Going into the super rare baby, we have, when this card is played, place up to 2 blue Brainwash cards with different names from your deck underneath your field card in your battle area, and then shuffle your deck. And auto for 1 blue. If your leader card is blue and you place 1 card from your hand into your drop, and you remove this card from your drop from the game, when a card in the battle area is placed from the bottom at the bottom of a deck, choose up to 1 of your opponent's unison with a specified cost of 2 or less and place it at the bottom of the deck. Doesn't matter how many markers, unlike the Shadow Smoke Dragon. So this card can remove any 2-cost unison, which is a really nice piece to have if you're having issues with decks that have unisons out. Active main, limit 1 for 1 blue. If your leader card is a blue Z leader, or you have a blue Z battle card in play, play this card from your hand, so it plays out for 1. Next 4 cost here is a blocker Revenge. Although when a battle card is played by a skill of a field card, if you're in your battle area, the card, the played card gains Servant for the turn if it doesn't already have Servant. So if you have anything that's played from underneath and it doesn't have Servant, it gains that. Active main, limit 1 for 1 blue. If your opponent has 2 or more energy and there is a card under your field card in your battle area, play this card from your hand. So many cards coming out for 1 now. It's just insane the amount of pressure and how fast this game has gotten. The 1 copy of Baby Golden Avenger. This is a counter triple strike. Plays card from your hand. It's also a counter play. Play this card, and then the battle card being played has an energy cost of 7 or less. It's returned to its owner's hand instead of being played. And a counter if you're going for game and you want to get that triple striker out. And then auto, when this card is played, draw 1 card and then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. Going into super rare 8 baby, which has deflect and double strike. This is actually a really nice card, so you put a lot of pressure out. When this card is played, play up to 2 blue Brainwash cards with different names from underneath a field card in your battle area. So you play this card for 2 with the active main. If all of your energy is mono blue and your opponent has 3 or more energy, you choose 1 blue Vegeta GT in your drop, play this card from your hand and place the chosen card under it. So you're playing this out for 2. He's a double strike, but you also get to play out 2 Brainwash from under your field card. And also keep in mind here, you've got, if your leader card is a blue baby original power 15,000 or more, when you play a blue baby with an energy cost of 4 or more, which this is an 8 cost, play up to 1 battle card with energy cost of 3 or less and the original power of 10,000 power or less from under this card with its non-keyword skills negated for the turn. So you can get 3 battle cards out from underneath your field card when you play this card, which is actually quite nice. So you're going to have 3. If they've got servants, say they're brainwashed, and they'll have servants, so there's an extra 10,000 power there, or depending on what else you put under, you might be able to get some nice bit of aggression coming out there. For the secret rare, I thought I'll keep it on theme. We've got Baby Hatch. Not putting this in as many decks, but it's definitely still got a place in the game, and because we're playing Baby, why not play Baby Hatch as a secret rare? We do have a Z leader in this deck, so we've got 2 copies of Android 17 Defending Friends. negate the attack player's card in rest mode. This is your floodgate, so if you have a Z leader out 3 or more Z energy or a Z battle card in play, when this card is played for the turn, your opponent can attack with battle cards unless they choose one card in their hand and places it at the bottom of their deck each time. 1 copy of Android 17 Turning the Tide, because I feel like we've got the ability to go late game with baby decks. I just seem to like to go late game and just 1 copy, because why not? We have 4 copies of Vegeta for the Super Combo, bottom deck, draw 2. We have the 1 copy of Boo, just to help push for that late game as well. You guys know this card's been limited to 1 for a reason, because it's so busted. 2 copies of Beerus, Realm of the God, 3 copies of Sensu Bean, and 3 copies of D Magic. Going into our Z deck here, so we have our Z leader, Baby Finishing Revenge, has Overlord once per turn. So if you get the Overlord off on your leader back, Z Awaken, you get another Overlord for the turn. For 1 blue, Z Awakens when your life is 3 or less on a blue baby. Or if you have a battle card with Servant in play at the end of your turn, switch up to 1 of your mono blue energy to active mode, so a bit of defensive pressure. Active main, once per turn for 1 blue, play up to 1 battle card from under your field card in your battle area. Negate its non-servant skills for the game. Additionally, that card gains Servant for the game if it does not already have Servant. Going into archetype Z battle card, so we've got Baby Parasitic Premonition, unique barrier, Z-Stack 1 blue baby with an energy cost of 4. Has the auto, when this card is played, look at up to 7 cards from the top of your deck. Place up to 1 mono blue Vegeta with an energy cost of 1 or 1 mono blue Brainwashed under your field card and then shuffle your deck. Active main for 1 blue, place 1 Vegeta GT only card from your drop under this card, under your field card in your battle area, and then play up to 1 blue baby with an energy cost of 4 from under this card on top of this card. So 4 cost baby here is unique, permanent once per turn. If this card will be KO'd by an opponent's skill, you may place 1 card from underneath your field card in the battle area into your drop instead, so you get to keep him out, which is nice. He's going to be a little bit harder to remove. Auto, if your leader card is a blue baby, when this card attacks, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards that does not include Son Goku GT in its character name. Place that card underneath your field card in your battle area. And we also have, this should be 2 copies of the Beerus, because Beerus is Beerus and it's one of the best Z battle cards in the game. So that's the deck, guys. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Is there anything you think should be added to the deck? Have we missed anything? Let's, as a community, try and make this the best deck it possibly can be. We don't know how this is going to be compared to the other. It's completely different to the last baby deck, but I feel like this has a fair amount of aggressive pressure. Do you think this is going to be better than the other blue deck, which is Oooooo? Which one do you think is going to be able to put out more pressure? I feel like the baby is probably a little bit more defensive, and Oooooo will be able to put a bit more aggressive pressure out. But let us know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for joining me on this deck profile, and we'll see you on the next one.